My name's Jake Robinson. I'm an undergraduate research assistant in Dr. Bordeaux's lab. I'm a junior biochem major at Boston College. This will be the end of my first year here at the lab. So I went to high school in Virginia. A big change when I came out to Boston College, but the way I found my way into the lab was because my uncle actually contracted HIV and it progressed to AIDS, and he passed away in 1990. I think it was about 4 years before I was born. And the transition between, it was like the grandchildren were being born and my uncle passed away, so it's kind of like we were the way to get out of the tough time in our family. So my uncle's been kind of like a big part of our family history, I guess. And I kind of knew that I was interested in HIV whenever I got here. I didn't know that I was going to be a science major though, so I started out English and math double major with pre-law, and did a total 180 in freshman year, and decided that through Gen Chem and my bio electives in the beginning of my freshman year, I found out that I actually really did have a passion for science. I had liked science in high school, but I didn't know if it was going to translate to college. So it was really interesting to see that whole change over freshman year into the sciences. So I started out doing an aging study, looking at the effects of long-term HIV and antiretroviral therapy and its effect on aging, and it's HIV's accelerated aging now that we have these long lifespans of HIV patients. And then I progressed over to looking at monocyte movement out of the bloodstream into tissue, and we actually had a drug that we used to block the molecule that brought the monocytes into the tissue. So we blocked the protein that lets them into the tissue, and then saw how that changed over different pathologies for HIV infection. Okay. I found that you kind of get to do a little bit of everything as an undergrad, and I think that it's a good experience to kind of get a feel for maybe some projects you're interested in, or maybe where you would want to go in the future. I found that I really liked the research lifestyle, I guess. I kind of try to spend as much time in the lab as I think it's really fun, and I really like the environment, and I think that I'm going to continue on with it. I didn't know if I was going to like it at first, and I spent a lot less time, but as I kind of like got more into the procedural side of it, you'll always have something to keep doing as long as you're asking for it. And I was really interested in kind of seeing what are the different procedures you can do, and like what are some of the studies that I could help out with. I think that like I always found a sense of pride in it, that like I could possibly be someone like helping out a different family, like if it ever progresses to something more than working in the lab as an undergraduate, if I ever have the chance to help another family or save someone from that heartbreak that my family went through during that period, I think that that's something that I've really like taken to heart and really like found is a good way to have an impetus for research.